Hello, everyone, and welcome into the post-game reaction of the number 9 North Carolina Tar Heels 79-70 win over them NC State Wolfies. Boy, man, it feels always really good to send those Wolfies home with their tail tucked between their legs. It is an amazing time anytime you beat that team. But man, once again, this was a fun game back and forth all the way throughout. And I'm not going to lie, I was really hoping, man, I did it last week. And Alan mentioned this in the post game reaction to the Miami game. I got the score right, 75-71. I thought I was going to get this one right too, because I predicted 84-70, and boy, I came so close, man. I was sitting there on the table, sitting there watching the game, just hoping like, oh man, I might get it right, I might get it right, but unfortunately, no bueno there. But you know what? I'll take it. It was pretty close enough. But man, we had ourselves a game this afternoon in the Dean Dome. North Carolina rocking those throwbacks, which always look fresh and clean, and you just gotta love them, man. They're such a clean uniform, and I'm glad they bring those out, especially against rivals, because I believe we bought them out against NC State last year as well, and I wouldn't mind seeing them out against Duke sometime too, soon too. Wait a minute, did they use the throwbacks in the? No, I don't think they used the throwbacks in the game in the Dean Dome against them earlier this season. Somebody check that for me. I don't think that they did, but they may have. I'm not really sure. But hey, let's break this game down right here. North Carolina gets the big win, 79-70 over the NC State Wolfpack. I'm not going to lie. NC State did exactly what I thought they were going to do in the first half, but it just carried over throughout the whole entire game. They threw everything they could at North Carolina, and you got to give them credit. Two of their guards, DJ Horn and then Taylor off the bench, man. Both 20 points. Taylor with 22. DJ Horn had himself a great game with 20 points. Got 2 steals, 2 assists, 2 rebounds as well on the night. And I want to go to the steals numbers. North Carolina was actually able to get one more steal than them. It was 4-3 was the differential there between the two teams. And we talked about that in the pregame or the preview, that NC State had been averaging 2 more steals per game over North Carolina. So it was going to be interesting to see, what NC State did, and knowing that they could absolutely get their hand on a ball and poke a ball loose and, create, some opportunities for them, especially going down the stretch there. But going with the NC State Wolfpack first, we'll get to those Tar Heels in just a second. Diarra, I thought they held him pretty well. He played 33 minutes tonight, was only 1 of 4, 1 of 4 from the 3-point line. He had 4 points total. Oh, okay. Some sort of train ad. I don't know what that's all about, but no, the other point for DR coming off of the free throw line from 1 to 2 from the free throw line. Had a block, had 8 rebounds on the night. North Carolina was able to win the rebounding battle there as well. But DR put up a good showing tonight. DJ Burns, he was the guy I was kind of looking for, especially against Armando in the post there, because we saw in the first game and even last season where DJ Burns was kind of getting the best of Armando just a little bit in some areas. But tonight he was held in check, 3 of 9 from the field. Only 1 rebound, 1 assist, and had 4 fouls on him. So he got in foul trouble pretty big and only ended up with 6 points on the night. Their guard, Michael O'Connell, ended up with 7 points. He had 2 turnovers and had 5 rebounds on the night. Um, just it was good to see Carolina holding some of these guys in check. Now, DJ Horn was just having himself a great game all the way around. I thought he played great. You definitely tell that kid's got a lot of talent. He ended up with 20 points on 2 steals, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds on the night for himself. But he was going to be their leading scorer coming in. We saw that. We talked about that. And he did his thing, and you got to give him credit where credit is due. He played 39 minutes, and he made all of those minutes count. Went 8 for 19 from the field, 3 of 4, or sorry, excuse me, 2 of 4 from the 3-point line. Hit 2 of 4 of his free throws as well. Big time. DJ Horn's a big time guard, and even though he got off a little bit, they were able to keep everybody else in check, and only hold everybody else to, I think, a combined, what is that, about 19 points, I believe. Outside of DJ Horn and Taylor, it was a combined 19 points across the board. Across what is that? Three, four, five, six. I think it's like 6, 7 players right there. So you'll take that. You got to take wins where you can. If one guy's just having his, you got to keep everybody else in check and make sure nothing else is leaking to anybody else. But the only other player that had a big impact, like I said, was Taylor, and he had 22 points off of 1 rebound. They had a turnover as well. And Morcell, he had 9 points, a block, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. As a team, NC State shot 41.7% from the field, which is about average for them, give or take. Both teams are right around their average. I thought both teams played a great game, personally, in my opinion. Um, NC State went to the foul line tonight 16 times, hit 68% of those, which definitely hurt them, and they hit 47% from the three-point line. So, honestly, they stuck around their averages, and I think both teams did. North Carolina's three-point percentage was, right about average for them. The Wolfpacks was a little bit up than normal. They went 9 of 19 from the three-point line as a team. Carolina went 6 of 16 from 3 tonight. But let's kick over to North Carolina. How many is this? One, 2, 3, 4 players in double figures tonight. Those being, we'll go right down the line. Harrison Ingram, 8 of 14 from 2 of 5 from the three-point line, hit all 4 of his free throws, got 6 rebounds, no assists, 2 steals, and ended up with 22 points. Armando Bacot, the big man in the post, had issues tonight, only shooting 4 of 12 from the field. Hit all 5 of his free throws, which definitely helped, but went on the glass and picked up 7 rebounds on the night. Did have 2 turnovers, but he did end up with 13 points. And the guy I think who had the best game, Elliot Cadeau. I think he had the best game of anybody on the team tonight. I think a lot of people would agree with me on that, and if you do, let me know. If you don't think so, just also let me know. But Elliot Cadeau, man, he had a great game. 5 of 7 from the field, hit a three-pointer, 4 or 5 from the free throw line, got 4 rebounds, got 7 assists, got a steal, 2 turnovers, unfortunately, but ended up with 15 points, and that was a valuable, valuable 15 points for the team, especially since RJ Davis, we're getting ready to talk to you about now, struggled as well as Armando with 4 of 11 from the field, 2 of 5 from the three-point line, knocked down 4 of his 5 free throws, also had 7 rebounds, had 5 assists, had a block, and 14 points on the night, which was a big time help there. Cormac Ryan really didn't shoot a lot. He shot 3 shots tonight, hit 1 of 3, was 1 of 3 from the three-point line, and knocked down 2 free throws. He ends up with 5 points. He had 5 fouls, so you had to keep an eye on him. He did have a beautiful crispy chase down block, and that thing is at least the second time he's done that this year. Cormac can go chase a ball down. That is for sure. We have seen that consistently through him throughout the season, and I love the defensive prowess that guy's got. I love Cormac Ryan. I just wish that his shooting slumps would. We kind of saw it go away there for the what 2 games they were just a couple of games ago, and hoping that continues to get better because I have a feeling that he's going to be big time when it comes tournament time, whether it be ACC or NCAA or maybe even both, honestly, at this point in time. But definitely love what he's doing. But ended up with 5 points, but really wasn't required to do much. He really wasn't required to do much at all tonight, and I think that's why we saw his shooting. His shooting numbers, way down there. He only shot 3 shots. What's the point? He was just fitting along in the offense, and it's good to see him because I felt like early in the season he was forcing too many things, forcing some bad shots, and I think one of those he shot tonight was a bad shot that he forced. It was an air ball, if I remember correctly. I didn't like it too much, but I think he is trying to dial back a little bit and say, you know what, I'm just going to let the ball find me, and when it needs to go up, it'll go up. That old Steve Kerr saying is the ball will find the right person. I think he's definitely understanding that a little bit, and I think it's like Hubert's preaching as well, but big time. Seth Trimble coming out tonight, got a steal, got an assist, ended up with 4 points. Jalen Withers also had 2 boards and 4 points, and Jalen Washington coming in and knocked down 2 free throws, got his 2 points, and he also had 2 rebounds on the night as well. North Carolina as a team shot 47.2% from the field, 37.5% from the three-point line, and hit 85% of their free throws, and they did go to the line 27 times. Big change there. And I've already saw some things from NC State fans, which you're gonna have that every game. Every game's everybody's gonna be talking about, free throw differential. It's just a conversation that's gonna be had. People are gonna feel like they were robbed at the line and robbed of foul calls. You're gonna hear that. It's gonna happen. But hey, it is what it is. But honestly, opinion, this was a really good win for the Tar Heels. And this is an NC State team that, came out with a lot of grit, a lot of tenacity, a lot of toughness, and, shot their shot at North Carolina, did a really good job. DJ Horn and Taylor as well played really great games. You got to give them credit where credit is due there. But it is good to see that RJ was struggling, Armando was struggling, and guys like Cadeau is picking it up. Harrison Ingram is getting even better because he was also in a shooting slump as of late. So it's good to see that those two guys picked and bought time enough for Armando and RJ to kind of get it going. And it's good to see a little bit of help off the bench. I'm liking it. I didn't see the numbers of how many. Washington played 6 minutes, Withers played 10, and Trimble played 15. And I thought they just did a really good job. Everybody else was played 30 minutes or so. Would like to see that come down a little bit, but I understand why they went with it and trying to keep everybody in rhythm. But definitely you got one more game, and then you have the big game once again, the Duke North Carolina game once again. And I like that we got. I think it was how many total guys on the court tonight? What is that? 9? Yeah, 9. You got 9 guys on the court with Ingram, Baycott, Cadeau, Davis, Ryan, Washington, Withers, Trimble, and then what well got in for a couple of minutes as well. But I like that we're starting to use the bench more. You're seeing it. You're seeing a more of a I'm not gonna say an urgency to do it, but you're seeing more of a willingness to do it. I like that, and I feel like you're getting some quality minutes off the bench. I just want to see that those numbers kind of go up a little bit more. Nothing crazy. Me and Alan had that conversation before. Nothing crazy, but bring them up a little bit more. I think Washington's definitely going to be needed down the stretch because Armando can't be going out there and playing. What did he play? 34 tonight. You don't want him doing that. RJ Davis, kind of the same. You don't want him playing 36 every single night or Ingram, but if they can bring him down even a couple of minutes, I think it would help a little bit more. But I think now at this point you've got your rotation set, and that's fine. So we'll see how this goes. And I'm just because I guess I'm just a little bit nervous about fatigue down the long run. I guess we'll see, but I just don't want to get stuck in a situation. Let's say North Carolina does go on a run, does get down to the NCAA tournament, and then all of a sudden you get, let's say, potentially to a national championship game, and then after the first half you're done because you're so tired. So we'll see how it goes. I do feel like we have a little bit more depth on the bench, and that'll definitely help in some games. But you know, honestly, I think this is a big win for North Carolina. It's huge. You got 2 games left in the regular season. Notre Dame this week, I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that. Then you've got Duke next Saturday. So this is going to be a big run right here for North Carolina, getting ready to see how this thing shakes up in the ACC tournament. You're already got the double bye, so you'll play, or is it you got the bye week? And yeah, the is it the double bye? I forget exactly what it is. I think they got the double bye. They got that, and they've got that secured. Now, how is this thing going to end up shaking out? Right now, I think the worst case scenario is you tie with Duke. Well, no, worst case scenario, you lose Notre Dame and Duke. And then I think if Duke wins out, and right now, last I looked, they were beating Virginia pretty. Like I think they got up to a 10-point lead just to start the game. So you got to keep an eye on that. But big time win, in my opinion, guys. I think this is huge. I like this team a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I really do. I think this is a really fun team to watch, and I just like that any player on the team that's in the starting 5 can get it going. And we saw guys off the bench have great games, like Withers come out against Louisville and had great games and whatnot. So, I really do feel like this team is a team that is primed and ready, even though we're kind of short at the guard position. I think they're a team that you could definitely look at and say, hey, this is a national title contender right here. I think they are. And honestly, in my opinion, outside of Duke, this is your ACC to lose here. It's your ACC, in my opinion. I think they're the best team in the ACC all the way around. Duke obviously can throw a haymaker at you any point in time. It would be awesome if we could win, this next Saturday and then get Duke in the ACC tournament and win again. That way, the history says that Hubert Davis has won up on Shire. You know, best case scenario, in my opinion. But I just want to go out there and win the ACC, man. I want this team to bring home some type of championship, ACC title, and NCAA title would be great. I want some gold. I want something. I want a banner to put up in the Dean Dome off of this team because I think this team is definitely a team that is definitely worthy of raising a banner of any type. We'll see how this thing goes. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. There is something I have to talk to you guys about right now. So we're gonna do this. Alan's not with me. I was kind of hoping he would be, but the man's busy. He's got some family things he's got going. So here's the deal. There has been some things working about over the past few months. The Hill brothers are involved in this. So I'm going to read you something, and that's all I'm going to read you. And then I'm going to um, tell you, or I'm going to show you guys something here that I want you guys to get excited for because we are excited for it. So are you ready? All right, here we go. I got my phone up here. It says changes are happening all over the collegiate landscape. Realignment has been the talk of the country as teams are flying around looking for a brand new home. Even though the Tar Heels haven't moved, and we've saw a lot recently, especially with North Carolina being tied to NC State, it seems like. Even though the Tar Heels haven't moved, the Hill brothers certainly have. So happy March and welcome to the madness. Want you guys to think about that for a second. There's something I want to show you guys right here in just a second, but I'm going to close this thing out by saying this. Hey, great win for North Carolina. It's always good to beat a rival. Ready to see how we close out this year against Notre Dame and Duke next Saturday. Going to be big. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. What am I talking about here? Well, I'm going to show you guys right now. If I can find the thing for it. I think it's okay. I found it. There we go. Had to get the video file, but this is live. So if you're watching the YouTube video afterwards, it's live. What do you say? Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here, and go Heels.
You don't want none!